EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run here with the rookie from Washington. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. They'll look to throw. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, faking the give. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Now a give up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right. Whoa.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's downfield. He's got Schultz, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. From the 1, second and goal.
On the tweak, right?
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's in. Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Chandler. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Why, Tony? Good eye.
Back to throw. Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Up the middle they go.
Number 38,
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
First and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Now this time they'll look to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Raiders.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play. It goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Vegas.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Texans 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, this is Chandler. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They pick up 17 through the air. First down for Houston. Now Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Defensively, that's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incompletion.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. In motion is Myers. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Raiders are out in front, as we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Already.
On first down, it's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
2nd and a yard. A run now for Chandler. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
All right.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
All right.
A carry now for Chandler. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Hey, south.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. That's That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 6. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now a give on the ground with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense, let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. Second and 7. Now, faking the give. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll come up here, first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got the tight end there. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
All right.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Digs on the reception. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. He'll drop this one down for Chandler. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
That's caught by Chandler. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Schultz.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
All right. Texans.
They'll stick to the ground. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very active accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Brought in by the tight end, Schultz. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now,
and he will score! Game on! Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Houston. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. That'll be caught, and he will pull his way in for the 2 points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Now they'll set up to throw. He runs with it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. Back to the ground after the penalty. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll go with him again. Making guys miss, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 22.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.